What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, a.k.a. Shorty C94. Back at you with another Nike or Die. And I don't have none of the neat sound effects some of you may have come to know and love because I'm recording this one on my iPhone. But, you know, it's all good. Right now, I'm currently on 90 West, trying to get to work, but it seems like everybody in the world is on this freeway. So I figure it'd be a perfect time for, you know, a new podcast, a new episode of Nike or Die. I believe this is episode 64. So, since I talked to y'all last week, Super Bowl happened. The Eagles defeated the Patriots. Crazy. But just as important for us shoe heads, Justin Timberlake was given his own Jordan 3 by, Nike and Jordan brand. It's the Jordan 3 white cement JTH. I guess that's Justin Timberlake halftime. I don't know. But anyway, shoe sold out in seconds. Just get right in front of me then. Fuck. Shoe sold out in seconds. I tried to get it, because I'm calling this the month of L's. If you follow me on Instagram, the month of L's. So far, I've missed the LeBron 15 Diamond Turf. We're going to talk about those a little later. I've missed a pair of Puma Alexander McQueen they had at Avalon Exchange, Cleveland Heights. They were only $36. They were white, black, and red. I could have done a lot with that. I'm always in search of white, black, and red shoes that aren't Jordans or LeBrons. What else did I miss? These threes. And I also missed an all-black Yeezy 750. They were at Avalon for $400. So I've got 4 L's, and it's only February 8th. So I'm sure they will continue. But yeah, so Nike, like I said in the last show, I put swooshes on the side of Jordan 3s because Tinker Hatfield's original drawings had a Jordan 3 with a swoosh on it. When he was designing the shoes, 1987, and there was already an uproar with a lot of people weren't happy that the 2 didn't have a swoosh on it. So to kind of continue that, going was a risk in his part. So he included it, but ultimately the shoe looks better without the swoosh. Maybe it's because we've been used to seeing it for, now over 30 years. The way it normally is without a swoosh. Some people question whether or not Justin Timberlake was the right person to give a Jordan 3 because, he's kind of been under a lot of backlash lately. Initially, he wasn't ever supposed to do the Super Bowl again, him or Janet, because of the, 2004 Super Bowl. Her breast, came out. But a wardrobe malfunction. So, other than that, we're about to come up on the white cement free throw line release. It's going to be on the 14th. It's Valentine's Day. A lot of dudes are probably going to get blessed with this shoe. I won't, but you never know. The wife might come through. Of course, the black cement 3 is coming out on the 17th. That's the one that I want the baddest because, as I said in the last show, I have 3 beat pairs of black cement 3s. Sort of beat, and real beat. So, We're also getting hit with a lot of Air Max releases. They've released the Ultramarine 180, again, there's still pairs on the sneakers app, and I'm sure stores around here still have them. They haven't been out since 12 or 13 when they had the OG pack. I think that was 2012. They made them look old on purpose. They also came out with the Menthol 93 again. It was just out in 2014. Either 14 or 15. It wasn't that long ago. So I remember looking at them at the City Blue at Church Square, which that's Cleveland. It's East 79th and Euclid by Cleveland Clinic. They had pairs for $59.99. I've never been a really big fan of the 93. I own, I want to say 2 pairs. I have the OG flame red color. They're a CO.JP release from 2003. That's Japan only, for those of y'all that don't know. And I have most people here will call them a Cavs colorway, or maybe even a Knicks. The Citrus, which is white, blue, and orange. I have those. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of the 93 because it looks so much like, and it came first, but, the Air Burst. I don't know. I think it's the neoprene sock. It being all-inclusive, it'd be a one thing kind of, where I'm not the greatest fan of it. To me, the Air Max 2 94 deserves a retro instead of you all bringing this shoe back again. But, I'll just wait. Supposedly, the Air Max Deluxe is going to come back at some point this year, as well as many colors of the Air Max 98, which, I love the 98, but to see everybody jumping on the hype is crazy because these weren't that popular back then. Foot Action had about 6 colors in the year 2000. They had an all-white leather one, which I used to have. They had like a gray and blue one, a gray and red one. They had like a black and white one. Just a bunch of colors, and none of them are really popular. So we'll see how they do this time. I mean, they retroed in 2014 with 3 OG colors, and I want to say 3 new colors as well as a Supreme collab. So, to me, the OG colors were kind of received in a lukewarm manner, though it's hard to find them now for a decent price. So they had a red pair that was new. They had a glow-in-the-dark pair that was pretty cool. It was like white, navy blue, and lime green. So, we'll see. I mean, everybody's hyped about the Gundams. They didn't release the Gundams in 2014. So, we'll see. I used to have that pair. They crumbled on me, like I said, 2008, 2009-ish. So, they've been tossed for a while. So I'd like to get a new pair of them. I already have the Tour Yellow pair from when they came out in 2014. We'll see. I'm also liking what I'm seeing with the Air Max 270. I haven't seen a colorway yet where I'm like, ooh, I need those. The black with the pink is nice. Turbo pink. There's a white, blue, and teal kind of colorway. It kind of reminds me of the 96 Tailwind a little bit, the way the front is. And it's kind of the first running shoe they've ever come out with that's not for running. It's specifically for casual wear. So, we'll see. They're probably going to do this like the Air Max Zero, where it's probably going to be hard to get it first, But then the colorways are just going to be rolling out. You know, the Air Max Zero is just a regular shoe now. You know, it's not like how it was 3 years ago when, you know, there was hype. And I'm not saying a shoe needs hype to be good, but I feel like they kind of oversaturated the market with it. To me, that's something that they should have kept kind of special, exclusive, judging by what it is. But, you know, Nike's got to make money. It is a comfortable shoe to actually run in, so maybe that's why they did it. With the Zero, all types of police over there. I don't want no parts of that. Rat and all. So yeah, you know, we'll definitely see how everything rolls out. You know, talk about the LeBron 15 for a minute. The LeBron 15 is probably my favorite LeBron. I want to say since the 12, but I really want to say since the 10. The 10 is my favorite LeBron. I've got 13 pairs of 10s in 12 different colorways. I have a double of the Area 72. But, you know, it's just a really, really nice shoe. I love it. I feel like they have a lot of potential with it. You know, I like the fact that they're revisiting the old Nike models with it. Not really a fan of, you know, some of the rigmarole you have to go through to get them, because the sneakers app, it's not bad, but it's not always reliable. If it's some shit you really want, you know, you may get through there. You know, you may not. And then if it's a draw, you know, I'm not ever going to accuse Nike of, you know, rigging something. But I do think that there may be a possibility of how often somebody purchases something if that's taken into account. You know, you never know. I would hope that Nike wouldn't do that. But, you know, I often wonder if that's a factor, if that makes your chances better. Because I know on a store level, people do that. You know, I have been forced to do it. We'll get into that later. Excuse me. But, you know, I've seen and not got the Dion pair. I've seen the Waffle Racer pair. He wore those in a game last week. I haven't seen the Griffey pair yet. I think there's a Barry Sanders pair. I'm sure there's probably going to be a Jordan pair in there somewhere. Man, this person is really riding my bumper. Man, where do you have to go, my nigga? It's fucking 8:15, bruh. Where you gotta go? Like, you gotta be to work by 8. You're already late. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. But, like I said, I'm not really a fan of some of the things you got to do. I feel like, and again, maybe this is wrong for me to feel this way, but I feel like with us being in Cleveland, you know, LeBron plays here. You know, they've made commercials Cleveland specific before and since he's been back. Like, they had the little pop-up here when the 15 came out, and they had the Ghost, they had the Ashes, and they had the what is it, the Pride of Ohio, which looks basically like the ashes with a maroon liner on it to, I guess, denote Cavs or Ohio or whatever. But I feel like some of these colors we should be able to just get here. I mean, New York, Los Angeles, hell, even, you know, the Bay Area has specific shit that you can only get there. You know, we should really have that here. Cleveland isn't the greatest sneaker place, but, you know, I think that it will work. The only thing I can think of that was like that was the Chamber of Fear. You know, everybody had their own color. Oh, man. That sounds awful. It's like a collection of, it's like a slush ball underneath my car. It's horrible. I don't even like how that sounds. Okay, I must have, yeah, I got rid of it. But you know, you had the Chamber of Fear, and then you had the LeBron 6s, or you had the kid, business LeBron, old man LeBron, and LeBron himself, athlete or whatever. Those only came out, you know, at my former employer, Next. So, you know, there needs to be more Cleveland only stuff. I feel like maybe not necessarily these releases, but something. I also am waiting for them to come out with a real multicolor 15. Now, I do like the BHM. BHM is nice. I plan on getting that. You know, I've had to be an adult and do adult things with my money. That may not have came out right, but I've had to really focus on my priorities and not my wants or, you know, this hobby that I've had for all these years. So I really want the BHM, but I really want them to come out with a multicolor LeBron for the spring. I mean, I feel like that battle knit upper has a lot of potential itself where, you know, you can do a lot with that. But, you know, we'll see. The information of upcoming colors, you know, people haven't been as forthcoming with it as in years past. So a lot of times if I see something, you know, I'll just think it's the fake boys because they've got a decent amount of LeBron 15 colorways themselves that are fake. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to think if I covered everything. LeBron 15, Timberlake 3s. 3s coming, Air Max. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, well, like I said earlier, sports, the Eagles beat the Patriots. You know, that's why we ended up talking about Timberlake. Last night, LeBron hit a game winner over Jimmy Butler. The Cavs have been really struggling lately. My Lakers have been playing better, but the Cavs have really been struggling. Again, like we said in the last podcast, a lot of people say it's Isaiah Thomas. I don't feel like he's really been a cohesive member of the team since he's been there. For him to be his size, have the heart he has, he's definitely talented, but I'm not sure if he's exactly the right thing for the Cavs. You know, but they needed that last night, and I think LeBron needed it. Whew, excuse me. You know, they were wearing those gray jerseys that say "The Land" on it, which, you know, it's nice. And LeBron's had well, I guess that's the color that may have only came out here, but I don't think so because I saw him on. Nah, they didn't just come out here. Because I seen him on Downtown Locker Room, the gray LeBron 15 with trimmed in gold to match the jersey. He wore those last night. Those are pretty decent. But I don't want just a solid upper. That's why the only LeBron 15 that I own is the Ashes. You know, shout out to my wife for buying them for me on release day. But with a knit upper, that goes for regular fly knit too. I like to get as colorful as possible. To me, even with the Vapor Max, like, part of why I don't own a Vapor Max is because I have yet to see a colorway where I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't like blacked out air bubbles. You know, I think the only blacked out air bubbles I can think of that I have, I'm sure I have an Air Max 1 with one, but you gotta go all the way back to the Air Max 2012. 2 of the 3 colors I have are blacked out. So, air bubbles. So, even with the BHM Vapor Max I like, but they blacked out the air bubbles. Like, if they had like the air bubbles be colorful too, I probably would get that. But, you know, you gotta have color in the air bubbles for me. So, I appreciate y'all for listening. We still got a little bit over 21 minutes in. So, I'm going to post this. I'm going to see you guys soon. Make sure and follow my Instagram, ShortyC94. My YouTube channel is just Chris Weathers. Or I'm sure you can find it by just typing in ShortyC94 as well. Again, appreciate y'all for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.